did wrong. Mrs. Puff, you tripped.
As a good teacher would, she starts pronouncing the N-word. I don't know how to use instruments. Bro had this big brain idea.
Bro, we can't do this crap. We don't know piano.
How is a nigga gonna borrow a fry?
Back in 7th grade, I had this choir teacher, we'll just name Mrs. Puff, because, you know, like whenever Mrs. Puff gets all big and whatever? Yeah, that's pretty much what she looked like. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. She was horrible at her job. Like, bro, actually, she will only show up for like 30% of the year. I swear, every day we had a new sub. And she had this weird habit of drinking Coca-Cola first thing in the morning. Like, now that I think about it, that's probably how she got that crazy build. Anyways, keep that in the back of your mind, because that will be important for later. And bro, she hated me and my friend, we'll just name Carl. The main reason she hated us so much though, is you know how like choir class, everyone sings at the same time? Well, me and my bro had this big brain idea. We just don't sing. Sooner or later, she did start catching on that we just weren't really trying. And I remember this one time, she pulled me to the side and told me to sing. And this is pretty much how it went.
Let's hear what you got.
Alright. Well, these.
But what the hell? Wrap it up. Exit that way. Thank you.
And I remember a few weeks go by, and out of nowhere in her class, all of a sudden we have a piano assignment. In a choir class. Like, bro, I took this class because I don't want to use instruments. I don't know how to use instruments. And then she starts going on saying this is going to be worth 50% of our grade, even though she hasn't even been here for 20% of the year. So anyways, the main project was you make a little song, you use a little bit of your voice, and you play the piano at the same time. And I remember for the whole 2 weeks we had to do this assignment, me and Carl did absolutely nothing because we don't know how to play piano. I remember somewhere in week 2, Mrs. Puff started doing these check-ins with everybody where you had to show her the music notes that you had on your paper. And this is how ours went every single time.
So, why isn't there a lick of piano notes on here?
You know, I just took this class because I thought we were just going to be singing.
Okay.
If I wanted to play piano, I would have just took band.
What's your point? Bro, we can't do this crap. We don't know piano.
Whoa, Carl, you sound different.
I sound different every video, dude.
Class pretty much went like that for the whole assignment, and she slowly started hating us even more. I remember the last day of the project when we had to present what we had. Somehow, the whole class turned into D1 piano players. All of a sudden, the whole class had Mozart-level piano skills. Like, it felt like a setup. And I knew right then and there, my whole class was NPCs. They all suddenly upgrade their Neuralinks at the same time. Like, after every group went up, it was perfect after perfect. And then it was me and my bro's turn. I look up at the teacher. She already looking at me. Got this little mad look on her face. I'm smiling because I know I'm about to do good on this assignment. I put my hands on the piano keys and I proceed to fail. And honestly, I don't think I could blame her for that one. I did not know what I was doing. I was just pressing keys. But I don't think mine was as bad as this random kid in the class. Now, I don't remember what he was truly saying at the time, but he probably sounded something like this.
Hey, they want me to go vote. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Hey, they want me to go vote. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. When I rap, sound like I choke. Ooh, ah, 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 ah. I just jumped off the boat. Ah, ooh, ah, ooh. It's a
Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. He was saying pure nonsense, absolute buffoonery, and he got an A for that. I should have got an A for mine. A for effort or something. This next story takes place a few weeks after the last one. You know how I said she always drinks Coke in the morning? Well, today she was going through every little part of her bag. Like, she was actually getting frustrated. I'm pretty sure this is a sign of addiction. Anyways, as class was going on, Mrs. Puff started talking about this new project we were going to be working on. I remember as we were going through the paper, there's this weird little section we all got stuck on. I don't know if it had to do with how the word was spelled or the pronunciation of it, but we were all lost. And as a good teacher would, she starts pronouncing the N-word.
Oh, okay, so that's the word y'all stuck on? Okay, knitter. Knitter. Oh my Knitter. God, It's pronounced I'm knitter. always getting called out. I can't knit in class. The teacher's always calling me out for knitting in class. What did I do wrong?
Whoa, Mrs. P, keep this up. You're gonna end up in the Boondocks episode.
Last week in lunch, Riley says to a classmate, "Can a nigga borrow a French fry?" And my first thought wasn't, "Oh my God, he said the word, the N-word." It was, "Now how is a nigga gonna borrow a fry? Nigga, is you gonna give it back?"
And then after we called her out on it, apparently the whole time she had no clue she was saying the N-word. Now I'm starting to think that Coca-Cola really got to her. Mrs. P, do you hear yourself?
Knitter.
Hey, Miss Puff,
Knitter.
you hear yourself, right?
What did I say? What did I do wrong?
Man, you know what you did wrong. Mrs. Puff, you tripping.
Knitter!
Don't make me get don't be big.
So yeah, after that, she continued class like nothing ever happened. So Miss P, if you're hearing this, I laced your coke with fentanyl. I'm gonna keep it short, guys. Thanks for 3K. You know, we reached 3K this year. That's pretty cool. 2025 though, I will be more consistent with uploads. You know, I already got a few video ideas. I just gotta get them scripted and everything. But yeah, thanks for 3K, and see you in 11 months.